Okay, today guys, I'm going to be talking about some little minor details I'm going to be adding. I'm going to be working on more of the road system and kind of like not really a housing system, but more of a resting area. Um, like I said in the beginning of the series, that there isn't going to be a housing system here. It's going to be sort of like an area for like resting for the night. There's not going to be, housing and, solid living quarters. It's just going to be temporary, going to be practical, and going to be efficient. So they're not really going to be anything fancy. It's kind of going to be, I would say, close to like prison chambers almost, but it's not really cells. I mean, I did go back and change the things afterwards, but that's what I'm going to be doing this video. And as you can see, I'm working on finishing up the road system, connecting the towers and the garrison that I built in the last episode. Unfortunately, I lost that footage, so I'm going to do a quick walkthrough on what it looks like on the finished project for the garrison. And as you can see, it's right in front of us, and I'll do a quick walkthrough with that. And I'm doing stairs and half brick slabs for the road system. As you can see, I added more trees, and I did add more foliage all around the cove here to make it, like I said, more of a lush oasis kind of feel. So I did that later on in the video. I did some cleaning up of a few things. It's not really any big projects this episode. It's kind of just nitpicking about certain things and changing a few things. My next episode is going to be the big one. I'm going to be starting to work on the Citadel and beginning to start to elaborate on how I'm going to build that actual structure. It's going to hold the jailing system, the treasury, everything that this little cove has to hide is going to be in there. I thought about doing some more detail around the outside of the island, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think it'll turn out right. It might ruin the effect of the island. I am starting to kind of lose interest in this project, so I am kind of wanting to get it finished and later maybe come back to it and make some final changes to it before maybe I release it. I would like to make this a PvP map. There isn't really a whole lot of PvP practicality to it, other than, the guard towers and things like that. But you never know. So I'm actually trying to figure out a good pattern for these stairs. I went back to look and see how I did it previously, and after that I started to remake them on this side and add another 3-wide bridge. And when I was terraforming, I had missed a couple holes, so you see me filling those in. I had started to work on the entrance from the docks. I wanted it to be kind of like a park feeling. And once again, the monsters are not turned off. Sorry about that. And so I kind of walled off where the trees and the grass was. That way it stayed kind of like a preserved look, like it was untouched by them here. And down here to the left is where I'm going to start building the sleeping quarters. In this episode I called them rest chambers, and they are going to be, I believe, 3x5 cells with a bed and a chair. Something very practical. Other than that, not really anything to be excited about. It's just somewhere for the people to sleep through the night, for the pirates and, people along those lines to rest for the night so they can set back out on their voyage. I thought about adding more sandbars around the island. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. That's, like I said, that's another exterior kind of thing that's not really necessary, but I might add just to give it more of a finished look. And I'm struggling to remember how I did the walkways before, so I'm messing around with it. And once I got it down, and once I found a pattern that I liked, I stuck with that, and I moved on to the next area. Now this path here should be the last thing to really connect up these walkways. And I love the new stairs, the way the new stairs work, how they curve and turn and things like that. It is beautiful. It is one of the best things that I think Mojang has done with Minecraft. It has taken building to the next level. Some of the creations you can make with upside down stairs and the sharp corners off of the stairs gives it a much sharper look, and you can just do so much more with it. It is, like I said, a great decision on their part. It was only a matter of time, but still, it is a great addition to a wonderful game. Now, the only problem with hills like this is you can't really have a nice symmetrical walkway or area because none of the walkways really are the same. They're all different angles, they're all different heights. But in the end, I think I got it looking alright. I'm fairly content with the way it came out. This project is mostly a trial and error, just practice using World Edit, my building skills, trying to apply some tips that I learned from a few people, and just things like that. Just trying to brush up on my skills and just get better at building and, having fun with it. I enjoy building things. I enjoy just making these crazy structures that I think are awesome looking. People take everything so seriously. They're like, man, this building looks like crap. This, sucks. I hate what I can't build anything. But they don't take the time to look up or, practice building. Because a lot of the times, the best way to learn how to build is by watching someone else do it. I know, as silly as that sounds, a lot of my building ideas I've actually gotten from other people and how they've built, which they've probably gotten from other people as well. People probably have experimented with things and they like the way it looked, or you'll find people that are actual architects and know what is realistically a structured building and what isn't. I mean, people like that know the difference between, a fake-looking building and a real one. And then they'll go and give out constructive criticism to other people. They'll take it, they'll reapply it, and they'll come up with their own ideas, and voila, there's a new style of building, and next thing you know, it takes off, and people are using it left and right. It helps people expand their architectural, designs, and it's really just a community of people being creative. I mean, there's no other game out there that you would be able to find with such creativity and, a friendly game. I mean, there's nothing too terrible about it. There's no harsh language. There's probably a little blood between some of the icons in the game. Um, there's no suggestive themes, no harsh language, no, it's a kid-friendly game. It really is. And I think that's one of the good things about this game is that it is so open to the younger audience that, especially with our society today, it's like the kids just don't act the way they're supposed to. Like, they don't act like, you know, teenagers. They act like they're 12 years old, 13 years old when they're 20 and 25. It's ridiculous. They don't think for themselves. They have people think for them, and, they don't get creative with anything. They take what they see and then they go with it. They don't try and create anything on their own. A lot of the successful people these days had an idea and tried to recreate it, whether it be on paper or 3D image or like a paper mache or however it was. They took their ideas and they tried to recreate them. So I mean, that's what I enjoy about doing this is I get to take an idea that I have and visually recreate it and say, I built this by myself from scratch with a game and a recording program. That's it. And they'll say, wow, and it's something to be proud of. So I encourage anyone out there that is wanting to just not really get popular on YouTube, but just have fun building things and demonstrating what you're capable of and being imaginative. I mean, that's what the game's really about, just being creative. So I encourage everyone to just go ahead and just get creative, get your ideas out there. And as you guys can see, I am starting to build the sleep chambers. I dug kind of like a sidewalk going underground, and then I'm going to have a ladder going straight down further into the island to have these little sleeping chambers. I really wasn't too happy with the way it came out, but at the time I really wasn't feeling it, like nothing I was thinking of really came out right. So I just settled, and that's something you don't want to do. But like I said, this is practice, and I still enjoy doing it. I think it looks pretty good. I really like the sandstone and the sidewalk going around and down. It took me a couple of tries to replace everything through World Edit with sandstone so it didn't all fall every time I tried to make room. So as you can see, I've screwed up a few times and had to fill it in with sand. But ultimately, I think it came out all right. I think I'd be okay with saying it turned out all right. I really want to find a texture pack that gives me more variation of colors and styles of blocks. They only have, I believe, regular sandstone stairs, which don't look right with chiseled sandstone or etched sandstone. It doesn't look right in my opinion. I did use some chiseled and some etched on some buildings just to give a little bit of variation to them, but I'm like, I need to find a good texture pack. Like, that was etched sandstone right there to the left. And I'm building kind of a platform for our sleep chamber. And with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put some music on, and I'm going to fast forward through the rest of the video, and I'll talk to you guys when it's all done. Okay guys, like I had said earlier, I was going to do a quick walkthrough on the Garrison that I had finished in my last video I recorded, but somehow I lost it. So I'm just doing a quick pan around the outside here. I love the way this turned out. I could not be happier with it. I love the structure, the supporting beams. I'll add some more details to the inside. Towers off camera, and once I release the map, probably have those done. We have the inside courtyard here. I think it looks beautiful with a nice hedge and stone walkway. We have kind of like the center of a guard tower, probably going to be like a jail cell. We have kind of this overhanged peak here, and we've got a stairwell going up to our next tower, which is our actual lookout tower. If you come up, there's glass frame along the outside. It gives a 360 view of the entire island and the surrounding islands, with an overhanging peak and a full aerial view of the cove itself. As you can see, the spire is still as huge as ever. It looks beautiful. There's just so much potential I have to build there, which I'm going to be doing in my next video, I promise. And it'll be probably one of the most challenging things I've done in this series of Faradin's Folly. Now, this tower right here, I love the way it came out. Looks like an ancient face, kind of emeralds, and kind of gives it that sacred feel. And again, there's more windows outlooking the island, and that, my friends, is what I had accomplished in my last video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll probably have maybe two episodes probably left for the series. I hope you guys stick around, maybe watch some of my other videos, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.